Moving on to Kansas. Kind of they're 1-0, obviously big win over FCS opponent week 1. I think it starts with them. They're well coached. Have a lot of respect for Lance going back and his staff, which are a lot of the same guys going back. We played them in a bowl game when he was at Buffalo and we were at Troy. They're disciplined. They don't beat themselves. They got low number of turnovers. They don't have penalties. And they're playing with a lot of confidence right now, and they should. If you think about their last 4 games, go on the road and win at Texas, losing the last possession on the road at TCU. Our 21 team, it's a 1-possession game. They lose at home with a bunch of injuries. Both sides had a bunch. And then they win big. That's their last 4 games. Those are and they have belief. They're playing, like I said, they're playing well. They're a good football team. I think at the end of the year, you're going to look back and say, hey, this is one of the most improved teams in the entire country. Give you kind of a snapshot of who they are. Offensively, they're multiple. They use motions and shifts. They do a great job of moving guys around and figuring out ways to run the football and get some shot plays down the field. From a schematic standpoint, their quarterback Jalen Daniels, we talked about last year, and they're just a different team with him playing quarterback. He's got confidence. He's a dual threat guy, but he's a passer first. He's athletic enough to run, but he's a passer first. He's accurate. He throws the deep ball well. They've hit some explosive plays, and I think that was, you saw that against Texas last year, and then he did it again in their first game this year. Running back room, they're as deep as anybody in our league. The Neal kid is really good. Then they got the Thomas guy that was in Minnesota last year who ran for a bunch of yards. They got a Nebraska transfer. They've got another kid that's a big physical kid, number 20, that set out last year. So, they're 4 deep with legitimate upper-end Big 12 running backs. Play 3 tight ends. They throw the ball well to them. Receiver, they had a couple big plays last week, and I think their left tackle and their center are upper-tier Big 12 offensive linemen. The left tackle is really good, and he's athletic. He caught a 2-point conversion versus the 21 team. Defensively, 4 down front. I think for them it starts with their safety, Kenny Logan, all Big 12 performer last year. Really good tackler. I think he's their guy that gets them lined up in the back end. He's really sharp. You can tell he's an intelligent football player. At corner, they've really improved. They're long and athletic. They played some young guys there last year, and I think it's paying off for them. But they've got some depth there. And linebacker, they've added a couple transfers, and a couple guys that played for them last year have improved. You can tell that they've gotten faster and stronger. And then D-line-wise, they're a veteran group. They play about 7 or 8 guys, some big body guys. They got a transfer from Miami, Ohio, who had a big game in the first game, and he had some impressive pass rush numbers at Miami there as well. Special teams, Logan is a kickoff returner. He hurt us last year, hit us with a big one. He's one of the better ones in our league. Grimes is a slot receiver that punt returns. I think he went over 100 yards in 21. Their kickoff guy is really good. So that's kind of a picture of who they are. Very, very very improved football team, well coached. We'll have our hands full, but we're looking forward to getting back to it. Got our first really work day since the Pitt game today. So with that, I'll take questions.